Hey guys, it's Coach B. Wiley. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. So I got to Ask B. Wiley. I'm doing Ask B. Wiley all this week because your questions have been stacking up on Quora.com, Quora.com, B. Wiley. If you want to search for me on there to ask me a question or ask me here in the comments, inbox, DMs, those are your friends. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, I'm missing one. Instagram. Ask me your questions. Dating, relationship, breakup, communication. Got my Christmas sweater on. Hope you got your Christmas sweater on too as you watch this. So the first question is, what should I do? I love this guy, but we've been on and off for some time. That's a red flag. He met someone else, but it didn't work out. This time he said he wanted to work things out with me, but something came up. And now he's leaving me on red and not talking to me. What you should do is you should move on and you should block his number, delete the thread, get him on social media, get on with your life. Simple and plain. Place code. Let's go to the next one. Just kidding. No, I'm not. That's in a nutshell. That's the quick answer. That's what you should do. What you should do is worry about and cater to your mental health, your emotional well-being, because I know you're like mental health. Well, yeah, 100%. Because if you've been on and off for quite some time, which it doesn't say how long here, if you've been on and off for quite some time, then that means there's a struggle there. Like, what are y'all struggling with? Why y'all gotta be on and off? That's a red flag. Being on and off, going on these breaks and then coming back together, obviously, in my opinion, if you're on and off, you're not fixing whatever broke you up to begin with. So you gotta get down to the root of what keeps breaking you up to begin with. And then if you're coming back together, he met someone, right? So he met someone. That didn't work with them either. So either he's choosing the wrong women to be with, including yourself, that are just not aligned or equally yoked with him, which makes him the problem, or he just all over the place and he's still the problem. Not sure. Or maybe he is a great catch. He's just not jiving with the women that he's chosen, including yourself, and that's why you're on and off. It looks like that after y'all were doing your on and off thing, he fell back on you because he's comfortable. That's what happens when you do these on and off things. You go out, you think it's great, grass is greener. It might be for a little bit, but then it's not, it's brown. So you go back to what's familiar to you, what's cozy and comfortable for you, a woman or a guy that you don't really have to get to know because you already know them, you already know their behavior patterns, you already know their habits, and they work for you for the most part. So you go back and then you use that person. Typically what a guy does, and I've deemed this a filler girl, typically what he does, which he's probably did with you, is use you for the filler girl to fill up the space and time until he met someone else that he liked at the moment or thought he would potentially be with them long term. So what you should do is recognize all of what I said, let it sink in, and think about, why would you want to be with someone who will be on and off with you and not ride or die with you? And what I mean by ride or die, I mean not be with you and understand that this is what I need in order to be in this relationship. This is what we're building this relationship on. This is the foundation. And when we have problems, we're going to either work through them accordingly or we're going to break up, break it off, and be done. Versus what he's doing with the back and forth. Quit allowing guys to break up with you, then come back, then break up, then come back. Or you're breaking up and going back. Maybe you're the problem. Not sure. Either way, both parties play some part in an on and off situationship, relationship, or whatever you want to call it. By him leaving you on red, that just lets you know where you stand in his life. You're not a priority. You're not even worth a response. You're not even worth the letter K. Like, you could reach out to him and say what you got to say, and he don't even think you worthy of a K. So remember that the next time you get all bothered and want to send a long text thread or want to go jump into the water, into the pond, knowing you can't swim, or think about the next time you want to take it to social media about an on and off dude. Don't do it. Delete the thread, block him on everything, unfollowing him on everything, and start to move on with your life. Don't desire a guy who is not solid with you. If he can't be solid with you, then what do you have to stand on? Nothing but shaky ground. So that's how that one goes. Let's see if I can find another question here. I think I found one before this one. No, that one's too complicated. I want to make sure I'm simple and clean cut with you guys. Oh, look at this one. It says, when is it appropriate to start giving relationship advice to friends? When they ask you. Don't go soliciting. Don't go volunteering your advice to friends. How do I know? Ask me how I know. Because I used to do that. I used to volunteer relationship advice to friends or to even strangers even. And you don't ever want to do that. You don't ever want to do that. I say don't do that because who are you? Especially to a stranger, they're going to be like, who are you? And they probably don't want to hear it. And then a lot of times, if we're talking about if you're of a particular age and this person may be older than you, they're going to probably really be like, what do you know? You haven't lived long enough. It's going to always be something. It's going to be the stranger, like, who are you? It's going to be an older, more mature person who done lived a longer life. They're going to be like, you young and dumb. Or it's going to be a friend like, girl, now how you going to try to tell me something and look at your stuff? It's going to be one of the three. So don't solicit. Now, when they come to you, and if you feel comfortable offering insight due to your own experience or seeing, watching, observing the experiences of others, and or you've educated yourself, you've read books, you've watched movies and just learned, then sure, you can give them that advice. However, if you're not comfortable, don't do it. Only do it if you've really taken time out to research, educate yourself. And I know you say, watch movies. What is that? It's fake. However, art imitates life, right? Right. So you can learn from almost anything. If you're a curious kitten like me, you can literally learn from anything. So just keep that in mind. Don't solicit. And if they come to you, make sure you're giving them the most authentic, unbiased, upfront, honest insight and advice you can give them. All right, let's move on to the next one. I'm rolling through these one, ain't I? I'm rolling, girl. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Look at this one. These are some good ones. What sort of I'm usually not used to getting these kind of questions. Generally, before I get to this one, I'm used to getting on Kira, I'm used to getting to the repetitive questions. Like it's always long distance. Like, what happens in a long distance relationship? How do I get to do this in a long distance relationship? How do I know he likes me? What if he stopped talking to me? But these are a little different. This one is, what sort of tips could you give your younger self about dating? Girl, and the list, y'all got time or do y'all got time? All right, so we had 7 minutes. We're going to wrap this up in 3 minutes. The best tips I could give my younger self would be, don't be desperate. That would be number one. Don't go out of character. Don't go out of yourself to impress a guy. Don't do it. Just be who you are. And either they're going to like it or they're not. Because at the end of the day, I've already told y'all, and I should have told myself this. I should have known this a long time ago. You and I are an acquired taste. We ain't for everybody. You don't want to be that low-hanging fruit. I would have told myself long ago, quit being a low-hanging fruit. And when I came up with that phrase, well, I didn't come up with that phrase, but I used that analogy when it comes to women and men dating. The man pursues the woman. So the man is down there. He's the picker, right? So you're the tree. You're the fruit on the tree. So if you right here in his face and he can just like, oh, there's an orange right there. I'm just going to pull it down. It's right there in my face. No big deal. I'm going to just eat it, throw it away, run it over with a car, whatever. But if he's really seeing a big, shiny, bright apple and it's kind of up there in the tree, and it's going to challenge him to get on his tippy toes, get a ladder, actually climb up the tree to get to it, he's going to do what he has to do if he really wants that apple. And that's what I wish I would have learned about myself, my younger self, and that's what I'm telling you too. So everything I should have learned, I'm telling you as well. Don't be a low-hanging fruit. I did a Facebook video about that months ago, and it's just like, because if you're easy to attain and you're easy to get, what good are you after so many guys have gotten a hold of you and done whatever they wanted to do with you? You're not worth much as far as a man is concerned. Another thing is, speaking of worth, I would have told myself that I am worthy. I am worthy to be loved. I'm worthy to be respected. I am worthy to be in a relationship. I'm worthy to be committed to. I am worthy to, what else? To have the energy reciprocated. So whatever I'm giving out, that should be given right on back. I would tell my younger self that a dude isn't the center of my world. I am not rotating around the dude, and the dude ain't rotating around me. However, there's other things in life that I can focus on, like my education and focusing on my trade, focusing on learning about what I'm really interested in and putting all of my energy into that. I could have used that good old energy in my younger self to really be a life coach so much long ago versus now that I'm a life coach. And I started professionally doing this in 2020. I could have told my younger self that whoever wants you to do something outside of who you are, then you probably shouldn't be friends with those people. Whoever is trying to force you into a habit or some things that just don't really jive with you, you probably shouldn't be friends with them. You probably should find new friends. I would tell my younger self that, speaking of friends, if you can't be your authentic self with these friends because they're judging you, are they really your friends? Maybe you should stop being so friendly and running your mouth and telling all your business to these friends. And I would tell myself that if after I've expressed my likeness for a guy, after he's pursued me, and then I expressed it and I showed it to him and he's backing up and he's being distant and he being up, down, and all around, then I should go ahead and let him do him. And I should cut the cord. I should learn how to cut the cord a lot sooner, recognize a guy that's genuinely interested in me or just playing with me. It's so many things. And I done went on. Now it's 11 minutes in. I told y'all I could write a book on this, and maybe I should. So the biggest thing about what I would tell my younger self is don't be dumb. Stop being stupid. Stop being thirsty. Stop being desperate. Stop being overly sexual, over sexualizing yourself to get some attention because you want a man. Just stop being so desperate. And it's just a broken record. Desperate is the word. Stop. All right, guys. So that's Ask B Wiley this week. I hope if you're still here, how you doing? Oh, it's Wendy Williams. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Hope you subscribed. If you like this video, this is what you do. Give it a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, thank you for subscribing. I got a flood of new subscribers since I've been doing Vlogmas, my version of Vlogmas. Every day this week, I did miss one day. However, in the grand scheme of things, you're going to still get more than 31 videos in the month of December, because just today, this is my last YouTube video. You're going to be seeing this on Tuesday. It's actually Sunday, but I've done 3 YouTube videos and I've done 2 TikToks. So that's just where we at. Speaking of TikTok, Coach B Wiley, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Coach B Wiley. Talk to you later.